All right, this next unit is about systems of equations and the use for them and how to solve them in more effective ways than you've learned in the past, which are going to be matrices. Okay? But for today, all I'm reviewing is solving by graphing and graphing inequalities. Will you notice what's up here, though? Some more practice on some things that we might be worried about for the quiz tomorrow. So if you remind me at the very beginning of class tomorrow, I could do a couple of those, okay? But this problem is where I want to start. Number 1, how do I graph the first one? Quick. And then? Up to over 5. And you want to be nice and accurate on these because we're going to be looking for where both of these equations hit the same point. Okay, the second one starts down at -4 and is a lovely up 11 and over 5. So where do those intersect, guys? How would you check that? It has to work in both equations. So this turns out to be 2 plus 5 is 7, and this turns out to be 11 minus 4 is 7, okay? Has to work in both. Any questions? All right, so what's the difference between that one and this one? Yeah, we got to get the y by itself, maybe. So let's see, if I subtract the x to the other side, and then I'd have to change all the signs. Anybody get x minus 4? And the other one, we just have to subtract the x over to the other side and we're done, right? Did I do those right? Okay. How do we graph this blue one up here? Down 4 and then up 1 over 1. Oh my goodness, I got off and now I'm in. Okay. Then the other one, the red one here, is starting up at 6. Down 9 over 1. Anybody figure out where they intersect? Try again, Scott. Yes. If you put those back in, 1 minus -3 is 4, and 9 minus 3 is 6, so it's working. Okay, inequalities. 2 things we got to know. These are less thans, and generally that means they're going to shade below the line. Okay? These are greater thans, and you're generally going to shade above the line. Then there's the fact that these 2 symbols both mean you do a dashed line, not a solid line. And if they have the or equal to, then the points on the line work and are included. So you're going to do a solid line. That's all coming back to you? Okay, so how do I graph the first one? A dashed line, starting at 5. If I can't go up 9 and over 7, what am I going to have to do? Yeah, so I kind of make them both negative. So I'm going to go down 9 and back 7. Ooh, dashed. Yep, clearly that's dashed. This is where I usually end up just writing dashed next to it because I screwed it up and didn't use pen. So, okay. The other one is going to, which way am I supposed to shade? Well, yeah, this is a less than, so I'm talking about all the points below that line. The other one starts down at -8. And what can I do there? Supposed to go down 4 and over 7, but I could go up 4 and back 7 is the same thing. So I think I found my point of intersection over here. Solid or dotted on this one? Because of this or equal to line, it is solid. And where am I shading? This is a greater than, so I'm shading above. Okay. So the area that works for both of those equations are all the points in here, including the points on the red line, but not including the points on the black line. So it's where it's double shaded. What did I say? Including the points on the red because it was solid, and not including the blue because it was dashed. Sorry. Eventually, I need to know what the answer is. I usually just like put a couple lines on this, couple lines on this side, and then when I'm all done, shade it in real good where it's, and we're really running out of time. But the very first question here, guys, when you do this, what happens when I go to get y by itself? I have to divide by a negative, which makes this less than 3/4 x plus 7. Okay, watch the video if you get stuck. Wait, oh, before you leave, I'm going to go ahead and finish this question. But before you leave, these are the two problems you need to do. Worksheet 3, number 2 and 5. Look at all the people not even ready. Yes, it is in Google Classroom. Worksheet, no, it's worksheet 3, 2 and 5. Yes. You need to fill out the gold sheets. This is now a less than, so I'm shading below. Yep. The other equation, if I subtract the 9x and divide everything by 8, I get less than negative 9/8 x minus 8. That one starts down here. It's supposed to go down 9 and over 8, but I'm going to have to go up 9 and over 8, which is where they should be intersecting. That one is also dashed. And it is also a less than, so I'm below that one. So below the red and the blue is the, or the red and the black is this area down in this kind of quadrant 3 area. All right, and again, the two homework problems are 2 and 5.